Hey guys, it's 3 Bros in Action, and today we are doing another mock video. In this mock video, we have 3 special and detailed jets. They are miniature sized and they are really, really cool. We're going to start from left to right, and they are all different types of jets. So, of course, my brother will do the talking with everything, so let's start off with the first jet. Alright guys, so this is our first jet on the list. We do not have a name for it, so we will leave it up to you guys to choose its name. Comment down below what you guys want it to be, and whichever one has either the most likes or whichever one, or whoever puts the same name over and over, that will be the chosen name. So without further ado, I will have my brother talk about the jet.
Hey guys. So yes, I do have a really big passion for making Lego jets. It's practically the first thing I do when I'm just bored and want to make something in Lego. So, I'm going to point out a couple things I really liked and a couple things I really wanted to do in this jet. Also, I do love to make miniature things. Number one thing is I'm going to point out this piece is very, very good for making jets or anything. This piece, the way it bends, the way it is, I just love it. It works, especially on the jet. Another thing I wanted to point out, which is really good to use, is these studs in the back with holes in them. They can be used in almost anything, and they're really, really good. Another thing is the wings on the side. How I have this piece, it goes a 1x2. Some of you guys might know this. It's a 1x2 piece, just like laid out like that, with 2 bars on each side, which I think helps a lot to keep these wings in their place. Although it does move a little bit, but that's okay. Another thing is I use a lot of these slant pieces, especially to cover the wings, so it actually looks like the wings are coming off from the ship. And to separate this from the other parts, I use 2 slant pieces going outward. Practically, I think that is it. It is really a small jet, but overall, I really do like it. Almost forgot, but I will point out one thing. We will be doing a tutorial on this, so if you really do want to, come along and join us while we do a tutorial, more than welcome.
And now we move on to our second jet.
Alright guys,
So this is our second jet. We actually call this one, hold on, give me a minute, I forgot the name. Oh Lord. It was something with a drone. It looks like a drone too. Oh, a fully armed drone. It was something like that. Anyways, another miniature model, very compact details and something very short, small. I don't know, use any adjective you want for that. But, again, my brother made this, because that's what he does, even though, yeah, whatever. So, he's going to talk about this.
okay, as I said before, yes, I do love making jets.
Don't repeat the same thing.
I'm going to keep repeating it, because I love making jets. Now, this one came out very complex. Like, I'm not even kidding.
It took him 5 minutes to do.
Yeah. But it's still very complex. Another thing is, I did use these pieces, as you can see again, on the back and on the front. You probably can't see it. Oh, there it is. I actually used 3 of them. There's one right there and there's one right here. I love the pieces. They work a lot. The wings also I used with these like panels. Try to copy the Quinjet, but with a shorter version of the wings, which actually does work. I like the headlights, how they're pointed a little bit down, like a searchlight. These are supposed to be guns, the hose pieces, and I think they work pretty well. Also on top is also my favorite part, because all this can't just open. It's not attached like that. I would open it to show you, and you know what? I'll do a tutorial on this so I can show you guys how it works and how everything is. I loved how I inserted the miniature cockpit inside, and the cockpit is held by this one piece, so yes, it can go up and you could potentially fit something extremely small down there. But, oh well, that's the cockpit. And I love these things on the side, how they make it look like a real cockpit. But pretty much that is it, because after all, it is a very, 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 very small drone. That's why we call it miniature drone.
No, we don't. We call it the folding arm drone. We should actually call it the midget drone.
Whatever. Midget, that's just me.
Alright, anyways, moving on to the third and final jet. Which, it's not a jet, but you will see it. We'll talk about it.
You'll see!
Alright guys, so this is our third and final not jet. This is the... I forgot the name again. Lord, I'm aging. The hover tank. That's what it was. This is called the hover tank.
The only reason it's called a tank because it's got a missile in the front, a couple machine guns on the side, but I think it looks pretty much like a tank. I do want to call it the hover tank because you know how it just like stays like this? Well, of course, it's got to stay like this, but I think it looks good when it's hovering. So this is pretty much, yeah, the hover tank. This...
All right. First things first. You interrupted me. You don't interrupt me. Me, especially. Second, I was doing the intro. Then you were going to talk. So be quiet. So where was I? Right. This is the hover tank. It is amazing. It is sophisticated. It has two teeny weeny engines in the back. And it surprisingly fits a minifigure inside. Hallelujah. So I will let my brother who interrupted me, before he interrupts me again, I will let him talk. You can talk now.
Okay. So as I was saying before my brother interrupted me, that I like to call it a tank because it's got a missile in the front, and I think I already said that. And the way how it looks like it would actually hover, but you know what? It's Lego. Just stay on the floor, you know. The engines aren't teeny weeny. Actually, they are pretty teeny weeny. But yeah, they're basic. And I use these on the side, you know, just to give it some detail. And apparently, because I added those, it does this. And I don't know. It looks pretty good. It doesn't look too bad. So those are machine guns on the side attached to a chain, which I thought would look pretty cool with detail because, you know, I'm all about that detail life. And yeah, you could fit a minifigure in here. If you find it a little bit too hard, you can just open these right here. And you can fit his arms right under that, where you can put his, you know, these things above his arms. And I also use, I guess you could call that a radar. I found it in one of the dino sets. And yeah, it's got a bunch of dots in it, and I guess it could be heat signatures. But whatever. Let me show you how a minifigure works on this. Let's just see. I need a minifigure.
I got a minifigure.
Okay, yeah, we got Quicksilver. That's nice.
He's fast. Those are not my hands holding him.
Okay, so the way you actually would attach them is by those two studs. You just slide them in, just like that. You know, I would say this thing is a bit fragile, but overall it works. It might be fragile, but it works. Let's see there. Yep, all we gotta do is put his arms all the way down, or else these things won't work. See, I told you, it goes right over his arms, and he lays back, chilling.
Basically like a tank. Well, you wouldn't do that in a tank because that's not what you do in a tank. Yeah. But this is Lego. You do whatever you want in Lego, and especially cut your tank in half.
Yeah. So because it's Lego and it breaks, but it builds back. So
except he doesn't know that.
Yes, I do know that. I just built it back, bro. Come on. All right.
Whatever. So
that's it. Yay!
This is the last one. So we'll see you guys in the final segment.
Wait.
What?
You guys like it? Put it down in the comments below if you like it. All right, bye guys.
We'll see you guys in the final segment.
All right, guys.
So this is it. We have completed our mock of all three, well, 2 jets and a tank. So we will be doing tutorials on these 2 right here, and we want you guys to name this one right here. So comment down below what you want that one to be named, and yeah, this concludes our mock.
No, wait. Put down in the comment section below if you want this one to have a tutorial of its own. I could build it. It would take me some time. As I said, it's quite complex. If I said that. I'm not sure if I said that. But it is complex. So if you guys do want a tutorial, and you really want a tutorial, put it on the comment section below.
Alright, so just to name them, so no one gets confused, this is number 1, number 2, and number 3. If you want number 3 to have a tutorial, say I want number 3 to have a tutorial.
If you want number 2, just say I number 2. That sounds a little bit wrong.
Yeah, don't listen to him. 1 and 2 will have tutorials because no one knows how to do those. And if you got that pun, put LOL in the comment down below. Anyways, we'll see you guys in the next video.
Wait, I didn't get the pun. Whatever. See ya.